Yeah.
But I was having this discussion with another client, and it's like, yeah, everyone's out there touting like passive income, passive income. Like, in my experience, is there's no such thing as passive income. You should have a bit of a finger on the pulse into what you're actually putting your money to, because sure, you can have sort of, it's the mindset you get, investing a few $1,000s, it's easy to forget. Investing 10, 20, 30, 40, like, it's easy to forget. When you're investing hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, like, and you will get there, at some stage in your life, you're going to be making, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars decisions to do with what to do with your money. That's where it becomes more real. So start taking every investing that you do with that mindset of, this is $1 million. I'm investing $1 million, even if it's $1,000. What could you do with that? Call it $1 million. Yes, it is 1,000, but it's just that mental capacity, because what asset class do you want to play in is kind of my point. And sticking to that route, like I spent a lot of time, trading currencies and doing stocks and not getting success and not enjoying it, because I thought it was, you invest and then you're going to be a millionaire, but it's like you're tracking markets, you're tracking the businesses, it's definitely not passive. So you've got to want to enjoy it. If you don't want to sit in front of a computer and analyze stocks and businesses and countries' economic performance, then that's not for you. If you're going to go down the crypto path, I'm telling you right now, that's a highly volatile market. You can make a hell of a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but you can also lose a lot, or not only money, but time and stress and all that kind of stuff too. So have your strategy and stick to it, and also have this mindset of like, it's 10, 20 years, 30, 40, 50 years, but going down to like the passive income side of things too is like, property is not passive either. Commercial is more passive than residential, because your tenant generally pays most of the outgoings. It's your own best interest. You're there to just own the asset and collect the rent, and maintain that premise. When and you need to. Residential is kind of the same, but you're the one that's paying for the hot water system. You're the one that's getting the gutters cleaned and looking after it, because that small amount of money you're putting into it now, is going to maintain that asset's longevity and have bigger headaches in the future. And that's like the way that you structure your life, and that's what I love about it, is that you've got a vehicle that's generating you income. That there's risk in there. We talked about this. Business is risky. That's why you're getting the often large income returns through business. What are you doing to utilize those funds that are coming in to put into a lower risk investment type? And what you're doing through that synergy is, like, in my mind, is probably like the smartest strategy that I've seen that's out there. Like, you can do other, like, there's more passive income plays in that you just give your money to somebody from a joint venture or a equity funding partner. They then pay you a dividend, but there's risk in that too. You've got to analyze the people you're giving your money to. It's very easy for a company to shut up shop, call bankrupt, and then you just lose hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. Whereas if you own the title to a piece of property, that's just more secure in my eyes. And then using debt too to help leverage you into something which is working with you in multiple ways. I just haven't found a smarter, lower risk and passive-ish level of asset class than what property is. So
I agree. It's so easy. Like,
it's easy when the market's rising, mate.
Yeah, well,
markets do pull back. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, but I mean, you just let that happen, right? It's just like sometimes when you're out surfing, you're going to get an absolute flogging. It's like, well, just got to let it happen, and you're going to be able to eventually get back out the back and catch a good wave again. So I spot on agree with like everything you're saying, and this is what I've found. Like, some of the wealth, I've been lucky to work with some pretty wealthy people that they just have high income. One thing that's high income, and then they invest in a bunch of other things that is like less risk. So it's so good to watch those guys invest and speak to those guys. and I've been grateful to adopt some of those principles